Hello guys, welcome to another video. In this video, we would be seeing how to create tables in Polaris catalog from Snowflake. And in the next video, we'll be seeing how to create tables in Polaris catalog from Glue as well as from Spark engine as well. See, that's it. So what is Polaris catalog? Polaris catalog is an open source catalog to manage only Apache Iceberg tables from many engines. Like it can be Glue, it can be Snowflake, it can be Spark, from many engines in one place. That's it. It's a centralized access control for all users to read and write from variety of engines with consistent security. That's it. Guys, before we go to the next step, let's check what we can do in the Polaris catalog. In Polaris catalog, first we have to create a connection, and inside the connection we can create a namespace. We can create any number of namespaces. Inside the namespaces we can create the tables. That's how it works. I'll show you the documentation. See, this is you can create any number of folders, but inside the catalog you can create any namespace, and inside the namespace you can create another namespace, and inside this namespace they have the tables. This is how we can create the namespaces and the catalogs and the tables inside the Polaris catalog. So here if you go to connections, we can see what and all engines it supports. It supports Doris, Flink, Spark, Snowflake, Trino, all these things. We can create tables in any of these engines, and we can view them in Polaris catalog. That's it. Right now Polaris catalog is used to just view the names of the table. For suppose if I already have one catalog, if you see here, this is a catalog. Inside this catalog we can just view the tables. That's it. You can't view the table names or the details or everything. Just view the tables. It's in very high level as of now. I guess as the days pass by, they'll add more features to this. Right now Polaris catalog is in the very basic stage. It is just to view the iceberg tables, only the iceberg tables from different engines, so that we can maintain all in a single place. Like we can access control or we can govern these tables in one place. That's it. So let's see how we can do it with Snowflake in this video. So let's go to Snowflake. Let's create a database. That's it. Iceberg tutorials DB. Let's use this database. That's it. In Snowflake, if you want to create any iceberg table, you need to create an external volume. External volume is nothing but it points to an S3 location or any of the cloud storage object storage location inside which the actual data gets stored. If you see, this is my external volume which I have given, and inside which my actual metadata and data gets stored. That's it. So here I am creating an external volume. Let's name it as YouTube external iceberg external volume. That's it. And I'll give the S3 path. I'll create a new folder and give that S3 path. I gave it as YouTube iceberg external. I'm just creating this folder. That's it. I'll just copy this URI and I'll update this basic URI. That's it. And we need to create an ARN. And we need to give it the ARN so that the Snowflake can access our AWS account. Without having permissions given to this ARN, it can't access to our AWS account, right? So let's go and create a ARN here. So before creating an ARN, I already have a policy created. I'll show you what this policy does. S3 Snowflake policy, Praveen. I mean, here in this policy, we are just giving rights to put object, get delete object, and all those, to list object and all those things. That's it, nothing else. And to our specific bucket, the resource is our S3 bucket, Praveen Snowflake bucket. That's our S3 bucket, Praveen Snowflake bucket. That's it. This is the policy we need to create. This I'll attach it in my Git as well. Also, you can get it from the Snowflake documentation. That's it. So we have to first create the policy and then create a role. AWS account. This account require external ID. Yes, we need to give the external ID, and that external ID we need to map it as well. I'll show you. I'm just giving the same external ID which I've used while testing before. That's it. Next, and attach the policy. See, let's attach this policy. Next, that's it. So we have attached the policy. That's it. So I'm just copying the ARN. Okay, I'll just paste the ARN here. That's it. So I'm just pasting the ARN here. That's it. And I'll just create this one, external volume. We have just created this external volume, but it does not work here. Let's describe this volume and get the username of this Snowflake account and use that Snowflake account username over there. That's it. See, if you see, what is this one, this username, we need to use it over there. This username, we need to add it in the trust policy so that our Snowflake account can access to this one, to this AWS account. That's it. So here we need to give this one. This is one thing, and let's copy paste and add our Polaris catalog username as well. Here, for you to remember, we need to give two usernames. One is the Snowflake account username and another is Polaris catalog username. So to get the Polaris catalog username, now here the ARN and the username should be of Polaris catalog. So to get that, first let's go to the Polaris catalog. Let's go to the home, connections. First let's build the connection. Here we are creating a table from Snowflake. So let's give the Snowflake. Snow. YouTube con. That's it. Create a new principal. Yes, principal name is YouTube engineers. That's it. That's it. And when you create a connection, you get the secret and the client ID and the client secret. You need to copy that. So you have to just copy this one. That's it. Store it somewhere. For time being, I just stored it here. That's it. So now we have this connection, and once we have the connection, so now let's go to the catalog, create a catalog. Praveen ext catalog. So I've given YouTube Praveen ext catalog. It's an external. So give external, and the base location should be the S3 path. This is the S3 path with the folder we have created. That's it. And what is the S3 role ARN? The role ARN which we have created now. I will come and edit the policy. IAM policy again. IAM role again. Don't worry. And I've just given this. And what is the external ID? We have given the external ID in the while creating, right? So this is the external ID. That's it. So we have created an external catalog. We have created a connection as well. Sorry, this one. Right. Let's reload this. That's it. We don't have anything here. Now we need to give them the roles. So now YouTube role. That's it. All the privileges. What are the privileges you want? Namespace create, namespace drop, table create, table drop. That's it. So anything, whatever you want. So let's give some privileges for this role. So now we need to grant to this principal role. See, here we have created a role called YouTube role. To this role, we'll have all these grants, and we need to select this one. We have created while creating the connection YouTube engineers, the principal role, and grant all we have given above. That's it. So this YouTube engineers will get all these roles. That's it. So now we are done creating the external catalog, and we are done creating the connection from the Snowflake. We have these two, and now So when you create this external catalog, you will get the ARN for this external catalog. So this is what you need to update in the trust policy. That's it. So now if you go to edit trust policy, just copy paste this one again and just copy this ARN user. If you see, we got this user. This user you need to paste there. That's it. So our IAM role is 100% ready and we don't need to touch it ever. So now let's come to, now we have seen the external volume and we have created an IAM role and we have created a catalog, we have created a connection, and inside the, while creating the connection, we have created a role as well, which is called YouTube engineer, and to that YouTube engineer, for this catalog, we have given all these roles as well. That's it, catalog roles. That's it. And now let's go and create a table in Snowflake. It's not a Polaris catalog table. It should be iceberg table because we are replicating this table into Polaris catalog. So let's just create a table and let's copy this external volume name I created. That's it. So I'm just creating a table here called customer iceberg. That's it. My table is successfully created. As it's an iceberg table, I can go to the S3 path and I can refresh. If you see, the folder gets created and the metadata gets created because the data is not there because we didn't insert the data. So now we can insert the data, and when I go to S3, I should see a folder with the data. That's it. That's it. We are good. Now, to integrate it with the Polaris catalog, you need to create a Polaris catalog integration. That's it. So I'm just naming it as YouTube, and here, what is the namespace? You can give, I mean, right now it's not taking the namespace which we are giving here. It is by default taking the schema name, sorry, the database name dot schema name as a namespace. Right now it is not considering, might be in the future. So this is the URL which I got for my Polaris account. If you go to this account, if you see this DNB6 and the region is there, right? So with that I have just created dnb6.region. That's it. And what is the catalog name I want this table to be in? I want this table to be in this catalog. So I just need to copy this name. That's it. And the client secrets and all, while creating the connection, we have copied, right? So those, the client ID and the client secret, we need to paste here. That's it. And that's it. So now we can create the integration. That's it. So we have created the integration between the Snowflake and the Polaris catalog. So now we are done with this. Now you can describe that. Now we have to create an iceberg table in Polaris catalog with this integration, with the base of the table which we created above, with the base with this Snowflake table and with this integration and in this external volume, so that the Polaris catalog table gets created over there. It's just a read only. We can't review, update or anything. It's just a catalog we can view because the Polaris catalog right now is in the very early stage. That's it. So now when I create this table, customer iceberg CPR, with this external volume which we have created, and the base location is the table which we have created here and inserted the data, and the integration which we have created above. That's it. So when I run it, now if I go here, I should see the table here. Let's refresh this. So when I refresh this, I should see it. See, I got this namespace name as the DB name, and another namespace inside one space. They created another namespace with the name schema as public over there, and this is the table name. That's it. This is how you can create a table in Polaris catalog from Snowflake. That's it. So easy, but it's a very early stage because you can just view the hierarchy alone here in this catalog. You can't edit, give permissions or anything. The privileges and everything is coming soon feature now. So now I missed you tell one more point. See, right now we have successfully able to create the table, which is fine. There is a SQL query using which you can check whether the Snowflake is able to connect to the Polaris catalog or not, whether the Snowflake is able to send a notification to the Polaris catalog or not. This is the SQL statement. Here you need to give the table name. See, this is the table name which I have created, which is fine. And the integration I need to update. The integration name is this one. That's it. Now, when I run this query, if I get error, that means we are not able to connect to the Polaris catalog. The Snowflake account is not able to connect to the Polaris catalog with this integration. That's it. If you get false, so it is not able to connect. So now I need to, we can view what is the error message. So when I click on error message, so like this, we'll get an error message with which we can debug why we are unable to connect to the Polaris catalog from the Snowflake. That's it. That's it. Thank you so much for watching.